Yeah, how's it going, man? We're starting Act 6. Let's go for it. Yeah. Yes, I'm lag. I feel like my uptime on my Ascension, it was called Ascension, right, guys? Yeah, it could be so much higher. I'm really pressing the button, it feels like. Like, even while fighting, just, don't know, beefy creatures, we should probably, like, open the Ascension immediately. It's a massive buff. Just because of, like, the Ascension, actually, like, time dilation and dying god maybe on this guy. And you're, like, very tanky. You could go some sort of a route like that one. So you have, like, back-to-back Ascensions all the time. I wonder if, like, time dilation would reset in between so that, like, you always have an Ascension up. Probably not, right? I think time dilation is like 24-second cooldown or something, so it's probably impossible. You would for sure have more than me, though. Yo, what's up, Shishi? Welcome. I'm doing good. Just woke up like an hour ago. Out of coffee. Need to make new coffee soon. Other than that, we did some like valuable stuff, like getting some one-shot chests that I left behind, and now jumping into Act 6 progression. After this one, like, I think we're going to be okay in Act 6. But after this one, there's going to be, is that an arcane? It's an arcane oppressor. Holy shit. Yeah, that's not fun. If I can, like, see his beam once, I'm gonna commit. Okay, we commit. Nice. Yeah, that's a tough one. It's not that he's hitting hard. The beam that he's using, the pink beam, because it's arcane, it just like dispels everything you have, so your character is, you know, very vulnerable afterwards. So you need to make sure you're not getting hit by that thing, unless you're like playing like a really heavy soldier tactician or something like that. It doesn't necessarily rely on like buffs. You can still just like destroy stuff. In that case, you can just do it. It's fine. Is the Shieldbreaker Grim Tool link up to date? Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think we have updated like last night before I closed the stream, so it should be. The only thing is that like it still doesn't have the weapon, so don't know why it doesn't have the weapon. Yo, what's up, Sekino? Oh, you got those, huh? Yeah, they're fine. Nice. Okay. We got lemon, guys. Lemon hype. Okay. Void is there saying, hi, I'm playing with the dilation actually on the Sentinel to reset my Doom Balls and Ascension. So far, excuse me, so far I cannot have 100% uptime on the Ascension, but maybe later. It's more like an 80% at the moment, but I have not full level time of dilation. Okay. Well, if you're like not necessarily exaggerating, and if it's about like 80%, that is very good already. Like very, very good. The Ascension is extremely, extremely big. It's crazy. 200% all damage, 200% retaliation damage, some flat retaliation on top of it, some damage absorption, and the damage absorption is quite okay value too. Like in that case, if you can have about like 100% uptime, I would definitely commit into like ultimate ranks, because like every single stat is very valuable, and then you have like 15% offensive ability. What the fuck is that, you know? Definitely. Thanks for the input. The other day I think Haz was linking me some Grim Tools link. I couldn't click that, but he was saying that it is possible to reach 100% uptime with the time dilation, but I'm guessing he went not necessarily with the Ascension, I should say, sorry. I don't think he went to the road of the time dilation, he went with like cooldown reductions, I believe. So maybe like cooldown reduction, shield, and maybe some like components and whatnot, yeah. Yo, what's up, Clara? It's not about later on, Black. It's about like how much you support it. So if your damage is low right now, like try to support. What is your damage? Is it the summons? Try to support the pet damage. You know what I mean? Do your best, like components, gear, devotions, and the points that you put into the skill itself. These all are gonna affect the damage that you deal with the spell. Jesper is asking, seriously, what skill do you use for single target damage? Feels like I have no single target damage. And I have about like the same skills as you. Only level 71 though, but feels like I take ages to kill stuff on elites. I only felt that way versus like Chthonics, some Bastion of Chaos Chthonics. I think it's just like the raw damage that I'm capable of putting right now. I don't know. Maybe your like also skill distribution is kind of skewed. It's possible also. Which weapon you're using, obviously, like where we have heavy weapon scale spells. I don't know what else to say, but I'm just doing my normal rotation versus single target, nothing special. If it's like extremely beefy, I also drop down thermite mines, right? Just like this one, like this guy is very beefy. That's on the Chthonic, so he's probably like resistant to fire a little bit. But also it was an elite, so takes a while to kill. But if you're already taking a while to kill in elites, yeah, it's only gonna get worse in ultimates. Ultimates is like a very big leap when it comes to like tankiness of the monsters. So I cannot find this portal, you guys. It's kind of annoying me. I think we passed it. Maybe it was like. Speaking of which, let's never mind the subject. Nobody heard that. Alright. Yo, what's up, Nico? Killer is asking, do you think an acid-based DE Aegis with the Transmuter Sentinel would be good? Yeah, I think so. I think it would be. For sure. Like, Occultist and Oathkeeper has so much in common, it's crazy. Will for sure play that combination one day, for sure. I think I'll try my best because so many people are asking about like Whirlwind. If we die with this character or if I decide to play a new character, I'll try my best to make a, you know, Whirlwind character out of what we have in the bank. I played quite sort of like Whirlwind in both Diablo and Cyclone in Path of Exile, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna enjoy that playthrough myself soon. I cannot breathe today, apparently. Migo is asking, Necro plus Oathkeeper, would it work? It would probably work, but it doesn't necessarily have like the clear, you know, obvious synergy. So you're gonna need to do something special about that. Maybe some sort of like a conversion or more theory crafting. So in the back of my mind, I didn't necessarily, okay, this would work instantly. Almost every single combination works. Some are a little bit harder to pull off than the others. So it will most likely be something like that. Clara was saying, bringing my Phantasmal Blades Witch Hunter through Forgotten Gods right now. Good luck, Clara. I'm getting stunned all the time, I think, right? That's true. Oof. Can we show it in luck? Ooh, this is a massive drop. This is my second Infernal Brimstone, if I'm not mistaken. So we have 2 lives now. What is going on my screen right now? Why do we have so many legendaries? And loots. There we go. Guys, if Grimdawn would introduce some sort of like a continuous progression, very, very small type of thing after reaching level 100, just so that like killing monsters are still, you know, okay, or not going to the waste. Like, what would it do when you reach, you know, when you level up, let's say? Like, what should it do? Give you an item, give you a potion, give you a buff. What's it gonna do? No, I wasn't necessarily asking like a Paragon system, but you could actually like say that this is your opinion. So you could say that like you would have liked it to be Paragon levels as well, or just like small attributes, if you would like to say it. So that's exactly what I'm asking. Like, what could it be? Is he here? He's here. Okay, we need to be careful here. Oof, man, I tried dodging it even. Holy shit. Okay. Might as well not try, I suppose. I was so died to Alexander. I suck at dodging meteors, it's insane. I see them coming from like miles off and I still fail at it. Armored. They were susceptible to me. Let's pick up the dynamites. I'm like, my question was like very small, by the way. Like, not necessarily something very big or like, you know, in depth. Nothing so in depth at all. Like, just very something that is like very minimal. You know what I mean? Like, when you reach 100. Since there's no more experience, let's have experience. Like, what do you get for, you know, leveling up then? It's always like the same static experience that you need. And the character just like gets a little bit of a bonus every time it manages to level up. Like, what is that? Just dodge it, forehead. Morph is saying, a ghost that tells you I've broken one of the 6 seals. Really need to find the other ones now. Holy shit, that's a very interesting find. Okay, Morph. Maybe some cosmetic that changed the looks of the skills. Again, that's very in-depth. Like, that sounds incredibly cool. But it might be something that they would stay away from. You know what I mean? That sounds very cool, though. Maybe you get like a rare chest for every time you level up, you know, simplest thing, I don't know. What's up, by the way, Stan? Welcome, Rem. Incredibly cool idea from Silverus, saying select a reputation and get a small bonus to it. Very cool. This is exactly what I was asking. Literally was what I was asking, yeah. Was that going to be one-shot chest in here, guys? Let's forget this place. Rex with 5 months. How's it going, Rex? How are you enjoying the Forgotten Gods? Thank you very much for that resub, though. Appreciate it. I found the exit! I'm searching for 5 different things, and I find the exit. Come on. Now, can you open the castle, please? Oof. Seriously amazing. I'm in love with the Acid Sentinel, says Rex. Yo, feel free to share your build in the chat. Maybe some other people are interested in a Sentinel as well. Yo, what's up, Krylake? Welcome, bro. First thing you cast is a slam. Yikes. Vix with the sub. Thank you very much for that prime sub, dude. Welcome to the local lounge. Appreciate that. How is it going? I don't know, my character is awkward, you guys. And we're capable of standing in melee range versus that minion of, Dravis or something? Got destroyed by Gargable. Maybe I'm just underestimating the power of Gargable. It's just very strong fella. You know? It's possible. I saw the boss on the left side, but I don't want to pull him with like oppressors here. Yeah, that hurts, right? Oh my god, dude, please stop. Keeps on doing the same thing too. Like, attack. I cannot stand next to the crystal. He's dropping some crystals there. It's probably like empowering him or something. Yeah, did he drop a new crystal? I'm actually not sure. Whew, this was a sweaty one. Thanks for the link, by the way, Vex. Leveling another Oathkeeper. What do you have in mind, Kradik? The charge works well for leveling, by the way. Okay. Yeah, we are going to be checking that out sometime whenever I have the time. Or whenever like I'm a little bit less overwhelmed, let's say, with the ideas. We're just gonna like create a new character, mess around a little bit with the Oathkeeper leveling. Just to see like how that charge is faring. If we max it out while leveling in. Alright, let's go in. Kavia is there saying, playing the Shieldbreaker at the moment with Eye of Reckoning. IK sets. I melt stuff like crazy. Nice to hear. Holy shit, that bag. What's going on in there? Okay. Cover please, lad. Okay, one oppressor is down, you guys. Crash the party. You know, I don't see much. If like the gamma of the game right now is fairly low for you, for me too. You're not alone. I think I only see like the very close vicinity, right? Yo, what's up, Leo? Rhyme Forged Mental. Check out my title. RPGs are rare. RPGs are life, yeah. Yo, what's up, Goldman? Maybe we can stand here. So we got some sort of like a blueprint. I should probably clean my bags after this also. A couple of like valuable items to put it into the bank. Yo, thank you, Saki. We have like the Alzun's flame spreader as well. Whoa, chill out, please. I might be like letting him heal or something if I stand in the pools. I'm actually not sure about that one. Always help these guys because like they give me a lot of fun, and that is just invaluable. Nice. How's it going, Seth? By the way, welcome. Morphin is asking if anybody finds any of the remaining 5 to 6 seals in the new act, please let me know. It might also be a thing, Morphin, that you need to do something beforehand so that you're able to reach to these seals, because I have not found any. I was paying quite a bit of like attention to let's say the layouts of the maps. Okay, she gave me the Blaze Hearts. Blaze Hearts is actually like skill recharge to Aegis of Menhir, burn with increased duration to Aegis of Menhir as well. Fire Strike, Oathkeeper. Did we just like find an upgrade for us? Can it be? This is very interesting, that is true. Like, what about Fire Strike? What if we go Fire Strike instead of this new one? But the Fire Strike doesn't necessarily have a buff though. It has explosive, so it's going to be like close range AoE. Brimstone. With the Blaze Heart. This is not bad, this is a very interesting idea. I actually want to say we found an upgrade. And I wasn't expecting it, you know? We will need quite a lot of cunning for this, somehow. 511 cunning. Minus 0.3 skill recharge to Aegis of Menhir. What does that mean? 1.6 seconds remaining? Not too bad, I guess. So physical damage to fire, chaos damage to fire, everything to fire for the Fire Strike. I believe just because of this weapon, it is actually worth it to swap to Fire Strike. I'm not even joking, by the way. Like, it's ridiculous. Everything is fire damage. Like, you're going to be scaling full time with it. So YouTube, we are alt tabbing. We're going to need to like theorycraft this because like yeah, otherwise I'll keep on thinking about this the entire time. It's not necessarily the best thing. So Forsaken Goth. Oh, what do you guys think about our new Forsaken Goth, by the way? Yeah, I really like it, second hand. Forsaken Goth, man. Yeah, I know, Laggy. It's not as bad as before. Bionic is saying, how trustworthy is the DPS numbers on the character screen? None. Literally none. You will lose a little tankiness from the Consecration though, right? Yeah, the Consecration buff is very big. Very big, yeah. So if you go here, the Blaze Heart, okay? I'm not really sure if it's written that way, actually. It is, okay. So, isn't it a sword, actually? What is this? It's a one-handed sword. How come you don't show it to me? Because legendaries are not ticked. Life is simple. Save it like this. Listen. How many more points can I sacrifice? Maybe that's one? There's no way I'm sacrificing anything from that thing. I would much rather not sacrifice anything from this either, because of the damage absorption. I actually want to like max this out because of the damage absorption. I want to play around this a little bit. The damage absorption is very big in this game, guys. Don't underestimate it. Thank you for the follows, by the way, bros. Gavia keeps on saying Guardian of Empyrean is useless for more than 1 point. We don't have more than 1 point. I cannot right click it. I have literally only 1 point. But then again, I wouldn't say it is useless. That depends on what you're trying to do with your build. If you're trying to have them as strong as possible, then go ahead and give points. It's fine. How does the Brimstone interact in melee range? Range attacks will also splinter. So Brimstone is like a single target with melee attacks, is that it? Requires one-handed weapon, crit damage, total damage modifier, and skill energy cost reduction. No, it is only one debuff. Feist. Scone is there saying, how you doing, Muller? Have a good day yesterday? You had a good birthday yesterday? Yeah, I did, Scone. Well, that's thanks to you guys, actually. How are you doing, dude? Welcome. So one thing that we forgot about is that like there's lightning, chunky of like lightning damage as well on this, isn't there? And it is not converting to lightning damage, I think, right? Fizz and Chaos is being converted, so we don't necessarily have any Chaos at all unless we go to the Brimstone, which I don't necessarily think like I will go for Brimstone. Why does it say like I have 6 points available? Where are these 6 points? In the new continents, I guess, right? New acts. And we also have Sentinel. Yeah. Okay. So we have like 5 points available to us. Has to be. In the new acts. That's good to know. Attack speed, elemental resistance, we don't care, armor and defensive ability. My defensive ability is okay for now. It's actually like multiplying the fire damage that you deal as well. It's not too bad implicitly. Chance to knock the target down. Lightning damage. I would say like this is probably like the least important one in here. I mean, we could try. Stream, you guys want to try this? We could try. Very cheap to try, so why not? Right? The thing is like just because of the fact that like it has minus 0.3-second recharge to Aegis and burn damage with increased duration. Like, those are very important stuff. Very, very important stuff, so... I think we're gonna do it. Alright, let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna do it. We're kind of done here anyways, so... we need to fix the cunning issues, huh? We actually found, like, Rhyme Forge Mantle as well. One thing at a time. Let me clean the bags just a tiny little bit. Why did it convert to chaos? So now a Valgoth. Not enough, I believe. It's an interesting one, though. Difficult Tremor. I don't have room for you. Good item. We taking the box this week. Yeah? Let's see, I see. The Plague Guard Grips. Magic gloves for level 90 with attack speed, physical and bleed resistances, and reduction in poison duration. Random stats on it. That's something that I feel like I'm never gonna craft, but we'll see. Ring of Ever Living. Can I put this to the bank? Modify that. This is another ridiculous item that we found along the way, and it came with like 29% attack speed. It's one of like the better stats on it probably. We can compare it to the other Brimstone that I have in the bank actually. If I can find it in my bank. There it is. 25 attack speed, 29 attack speed. 428 fire, 479. 417, yeah, the new one is just like dumpstering the old one, basically. Yeah. Pretty good item. Vindictive Flame, burn damage. Very nice item. You just don't have room remaining anymore. Makes me sad, you know? So we're gonna use one of these, I suppose. We're gonna go ahead and put quite a lot of like physique so that like I have stuff activated already. What do you need? 1000 physique, okay. 1035, I think, right? Okay, let's put some cunning now. How much did I need again? Like, another question is this thing giving me any cunning whatsoever? Not really. 511. It's exactly 511 now. We're gonna obviously like lose a little bit of HP. Should be alright though. Bam bam. I kinda need to farm some Aether clusters, man. I don't need to farm some Aether clusters. So another question that I've been getting is that, like, can you actually modify the looks of this into a shield now? Yeah, you could. Yep. You can always have 2 shields now. It's nice. What was I using here? Health, offensive ability, energy regen. Okay. And an enchanted flint, obviously. That's not it. Maybe it's that one? Yeah, it is this one. Let's make an enchanted flint also. We gotta go back to fixing the skills, guys. There's no spirit guide here though anymore, right? We're gonna need to go for the coven. Yeah, never mind. Let's go for the coven. Not the new continent. Can it's a saying. Now you confuse the enemies because they will think you're just gonna block and then you got him. No, I lost like 3 points into the safeguard, man. That's what feels bad, man. Definitely. So we have 15 points available to commit into the fire strike. We could actually like take 3 more points from there. I would rather not possible. Yeah. I think I want to like max the fuck out of this for sure. Shit. Because like this is like, how is it scaling exactly? 110, 112, 114. That's like the important part, the main hand damage scale. I mean, it actually like scales very good into the ultimate ranks, the fire strike that is. So we're gonna need 3 points there for sure. Requires a one-hander weapon, definitely. We need 1 point there. I'm not gonna commit more. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and like take 3 points from this as well, and let's also run a sentinel when I get used to this playstyle, so that like we get 1 more point. Looks like we're gonna need it. So I only have like 10 over here, looks like, yeah. Okay, and then we put the fire strike here. Did I lose any of the procs because of this swap? Yeah, not really. Doesn't look like it, right? It's a little bit confusing, but I don't think I had a proc on my auto attack. It doesn't look like it. Okay. How many auras do we have up? 3, 7. There should be 7. So 2, 5, 7. Okay, we're good. We're good. You guys want to check this out? Let's check this out. Let's do I need clusters, so we're going backwards from this place. What the hell? The attack animation of the fire strike is hilarious, actually. I think it's either the fire strike or one of the procs of the Oathkeeper. I'm not really sure, but like sometimes the character's just like raising both of the shields up in the air. It's pretty cool. I'm dying. Okay. Yeah, I think we have a new shield. I'm digging this. It's okay, I think. Let's go back to like progressing into Malmouth, guys, after this. I probably should like put this into the bank as well. Yeah, I put this into the bank and then we continue progressing into the Act 6. While you're progressing like this, finding an upgrade definitely feels good, so... Often saying found in the seal in the Valley of the Chosen, by the way. Like, there's absolutely no way I'm gonna remember this. But consider this: you might actually have some. You might actually be onto something, and it might be good to like take screenshots about this morphin. As to like the entrances to these places and like exactly where they are. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is what is going on for my build right now, Jesper. We're checking that out right now. So we swapped like the fire strike with Righteous Forever, I think it's called. Yeah. I had to drop a couple of points from the judgment, but otherwise, like, everything is about the same. Maybe like 3 points more from the Flame Touched. Yeah, our highest crit is 230,000 so far. One more thing that we need to remember is that, like, my cooldown on the shield throw is even lower now. I mean, everything helps, right? Sniff is saying, what happens with a character when he dies in hardcore? Is it like Pathorizal or Diablo? Yeah, it just dies. You need to go, I mean, you can always, like, stare at the ghost in the login screen. I have a lot of ghosts. I can show them to you one day if you want. They have, all of them have, quite unique story, actually. It's pretty cute. Yeah. But I can only stare. Fire strike should scale better with all the fire percentage damage, yeah. I think we're actually missing quite a lot of fire percentage damage. Like, I want to have a little bit better gear when it comes to, like, supporting the fire damage. I don't necessarily like my fire damage percentages so much, in fact. It's about, like, 1.9k right now. It should be about, like, 2.5 or something. Yeah. Shit, I couldn't click at all. There we go. The Malmouth resistance, we are actually not revealed with them, is that it? Yeah, almost there. Okay. Oh, we have been testing this character quite a bit. You guys would like to have another challenge? You guys know the mountain in this place. Health. He has 70% increased health. Are you kidding me? Should I bail? Isn't that, like, very deadly? Because he has, like, enrage effects as he goes down. Shit. Maybe this is not the best idea. I'm actually not sure. This might be very deadly, you guys. Hopefully we're not gonna die here. Do I have, like, any Aether Resistance Potion? I think I want to grab an Aether Resistance Potion for the Axe 6 really quick. Would be cool if they stored the last minute of each hero's life. That's a very interesting idea. So, do we have any in the bank? Let's check the bank first. I don't see them. It's Royal Jelly. Ah, there they are. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pop one in that place. Why not? It's a good place to pop this. I see, there was a sneaky wisp all around. Yeah, I need to update my build, guys. We have actually made like a massive change here, so probably do. Okay, I want to fight this guy alone. There's like an elite right behind him, so don't want that. Let me see if we can do something about that. Trust me, it's gonna get very deadly close to the end. And then he has double HP almost, so it's going to be pretty questionable. I think this is like Skyrim music. We're gonna sit on it. How can I say no to this, right? He might be alone here, isn't it? The question is, do I use a cluster? Look at the HP very carefully. No, I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay. Surprising. Where is this elite? Let's see. Yes, I thought he tried to chase me from the other side. There he is. There's a diseased one. Yo, what's up, you guys? What's up, man? All right. Okay. So we were talking about my spreadsheet about like the builds, and this on the bottom side on the third tab you can have like the new builds. You can also go back if you would like. These are the better ones compared to the first tab. You know, the first tab is probably under my camera right now, but yeah, you probably understand what I'm saying. So when I'm offline, like, you can always have this spreadsheet, and you can even like check out my old classes, old builds. Yeah, Essence chat right now. So since we are doing this, we might as well like update my build real quick. Let's play through, turning out to be lackluster. Share this one. Here's a new build in the chat, guys. Put this over here. Put it to Moobot as well, I guess. Alright, we're good. Let's go. I don't really know like why I DC'd, by the way. I have no idea. Like, it's almost as if like the Twitch server just like pooped. Felt like it. Dude, I was like so sad for a second I was like, no, don't do this to me today, connection. Like, we're right at the start of a stream. I'm having such a good time. And then look what happens. Oh, thank you. Yeah, overlay, Sakina. Like, come on, man. Like, you gotta change the overlay. Don't you see, like, Dr. Disrespect streams? You gotta step it up. Guys, is there like any devotion that is not maxed out? Maybe this one? Level 19? It's almost there though. What about you? Level 19? That one's maxed, I know. This one's maxed as well. I don't think like it's worth using another XP pods. Guys, the XP potions are increasing the experience that you gain towards the devotions as well. Like, so it's not only the character level. It's pretty cool. Yo, what's up, man? Damage? Why did you swap to the Fire Strike? It's simply because of this weapon. We found the Blaze Heart, and the new Blaze Heart is apparently pretty big for this combination, for the Shieldbreaker. I don't necessarily know if the Fire Strike is going to be faring better. But I do know that Blaze Heart is going to be faring better than my old weapon. And it is also supporting the Fire Strike, so why not try it out? Can I give me another cluster? Please? Somebody heal him. Oh, it's the Myrmidon. I see him. For your Spellbreaker, I feel like you need another DPS skill to use when TSS is in cooldown, or am I wrong? Nah, it didn't feel like it to me. It was okay. There's a lot of buttons to press on that character too, so definitely don't need another button on top of everything. How come this guy decides to like suicide the past six attempts that we had against him? Shit. That character is not for everyone. Like, I don't know. I'm definitely in love with Arcanus, and like I'm in love with like nullification. People are like really underestimating nullification, man. You're able to like nullify literally everything in this game. That's why it's broken anyways. Like, you can make almost like half of the heroes in this game just a normal monster with just one click. Because they're like supportive, they're defenders, they're unstoppable. All those are like auras, you guys. And you remove it with one click. Like, what else do you want? How do you feel about the TSS versus like Spellbreaker and Druid? I think Druid is like more of a caster. You know, stay far back kind of deal. Like my Spellbreaker TSS needs to be in melee range to have the maximum effect. I'll say Druid should be a little bit easier to play. Maybe even better DPS. I don't know. I didn't check it out. But I really like cold damage in this game, and with the Druid I would probably like scale both cold and lightning. Probably. With the Spellbreaker you can definitely just go cold, pure cold. It's usually a little bit easier to build your character up from scratch if you're focusing only one, right? It's just easier to like slap those cold items on top of your character all the time. I'm lucky finding this Ancient Heart. What? Baines is saying, hi Mala, long time fan, glad to see you stream Grimdawn again. Say, I was wondering, what's up with the 2 shields? Yeah, fuck you, man. Dudes. We have a mythical mind wrap. Yeah, we do. And it is good rolled as well. Very good rolls. Maybe the conversion could have been higher. It's alright. Yeah, the mind warp, mind wrap is mind warp. Yeah, it is mind warp, I think, right? Sorry. Yeah, it is one of the weapon for like the Aether Battle Mage. It is Aether DK. You can obviously make like other Aether stuff as well, but it is a very, very good weapon. It's pretty rare too. Yo Jack with the Prime sub. How's it going, dude? Thank you very much for that. Welcome to the Lurker Lounge. Appreciate that. Thanks for the follows as well, guys. Possibly the same. Been looking for that for like 2 months, you know. Not salty at all. It's actually dropped, you know, like it's also dropped an Ancient Heart. But what I was also shocked about is that, like, I didn't talk about this, but it actually dropped from a treasure trove. Like, this is the second time we're getting a legendary in this expansion from a treasure trove. Maybe they like buffed the legendary drops from them just a tiny little bit. I don't know. Not sure. It's definitely possible though. Like, I wouldn't be surprised at all. We didn't really lose all that much HP by swapping the stats and all. Aether Flame. There's a Myrmidon somewhere. Keeping him going. Is there a Myrmidon somewhere still? Not really. This guy is just flat out extremely tanky. Okay. Need to pay attention to the item that he drops. Maybe this one is possible, I'm not sure. Guys, can I ask you something? This Bolak guy, the keeper of the gates, once I kill him, can I somehow like find him somewhere else? Like, can we somehow farm this guy? Is it possible? Is it a good item? Yeah. Thanks, by the way, stun. Use the health boss just in case. Grim2 says that he can spawn in 4 different places. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I think it's going to be on this map. Thank you, Marcel. Cheers, man. If I can stand in melee range, we will. I feel like this guy gets harder when you go away from the melee. he didn't drop his shield, man. That hurts. Might need to farm this a little bit later on today. Yeah, we couldn't find the shield yet. We're also searching for an upgrade to my Colossal Defender, guys. If I'm not mistaken, this guy, the one that we just killed, has like the highest percentage to drop one. Mine is pretty outdated, so... Yeah, I'm gonna check it possibly. It's just a good idea to like check the monster database for it. So it's not necessarily just one spot. I guess he has like spawn locations. But we're gonna farm it like after I'm done with Malmouth. Not right away. Look at this, the Colossal Defender of Vitality. So I'm guessing it's giving like HP or something? Yeah. 1000 HP, 9% physical resistance. Cooldown reduction a little bit. Like this all-out upgrade already, isn't it? How's it going, Rackford? Nice to see you, dude. Welcome. Oh, good morning to you. $1,000 HP, just like that, by the way. Out of nowhere. Maybe we're not even gonna farm, you know, thanks to this. Mephiston is there. Malagant, what do you think about like the Corvin City up to the last boss farming route? I have no idea. I've only ran it once so far, so... there are lots of bosses to kill and potentially a lot of chances to legendary drops. Plus, it is relatively safe. Relatively safe. Boss kills. You're giving me hope here. I'm scared of today, so... Hobbit with the host. How's it going, Abed? Thank you very much for that, dude. I've been, like, trying to return the favor, but, like, when I stop, you're usually not there, so... Thank you, though. And welcome to everyone joining from Hobbit's stream. I really hope you guys had a good one. Come. It's the same. Well, you hosted Uber, and Uber hosts me. That has nothing to do with me. You know that, right? Rockfit to say my fresh start deleted all the characters and the gear. Solo Southbound Warlord is going well. I'm enjoying the new class. I see. Yo, Hobbit, check out the Blaze Heart. I don't know, like, did you like Theorycraft or not? But Blaze Heart is very interesting. I just found it today for the Shieldbreaker. I know that you're playing Shieldbreaker as well, so I'm kind of like keeping away from looking at Grim Tools, the database, the item database, and people's suggestions, so that like I can get excited when I find an upgrade. You know, you only get to live this once, so like being new to the items and whatnot. But yeah, it was very, very interesting when I found it. Yeah. My starting build was planned around the Aegis, he says, but I gave up on the Aegis pretty fast and just like built full fire and burn with like the virtue set. It might be good. I see. Yeah, I'm trying to make like full fire burn with like you know, the Judgment, the Divire's Might, Fire Strike, and basically Aegis of Men here. It's going fine for now, but like when I cannot stand in melee range with monsters, I'm having a really, really hard time. That is like the simplest way to put it. If something is capable of like pushing me out from the melee range, then I have no DPS. Let's start using the new shield. shit, I don't have enough spirit for you now, do I? What do you need? We lost like 74 spirit, actually, that's no joke. I had 20 points into gunning. Okay. Is there like any spirit bonuses from these things also? No. Okay. We're gonna need to reset the stats one more time, unfortunately. Do I keep the shield is my question. Probably not, right? We salvage and we keep the add-on. Put the add-on on top of this. Fireball with like couple of very valuable resistances, especially Pierce, Poison, and Chaos. I don't know. If I ever need something like this, I think I'm gonna keep it. There's just too much trash in my bank. Listen to the bank. That's one of like the better finds of the account so far, you guys. It's very, very good. So yeah, unfortunately I need to like reset one more time. It was like 20 cunning if I'm not mistaken, right? And then we should go like 1k something. What was it? 1k 35 physique right now, I guess. Then out to the spirits. What do you need exactly? 354. Hey, something actually like gave me some spirits is fine. That's like 4 points into it. It's okay. We just lost tiny little bits of HP from there, but we're obviously gaining some HP back from the shield, so that is fine. Let's make sure like I have all the auras as well. Also, I probably need to this thing on the offhand one more time. Yeah, at least a bit more HP from there too. Nice. Nice, nice. Yo, we gained like so much HP actually. It's very nice. I have overcapped the vitality resistance. Is that like any vitality stuff that I'm using so far? Chaos Aether, Aether resistance, Lightning. No, there was nothing with vitality resistance anyway, so that's okay. The Aegis is still good, but like it is very, very target picky in my opinion right now. Could you make the Shieldbreaker work without the Fire Striker or the like Fire Strike or the Righteous thingy? You could probably make it work, but in my opinion, at the very least, just like take the Righteous Fervor and like take this Consecration. Like every now and then, if you can just like attack every now and then, just once. Don't use it as like damage opportunity, just for the buff. Like it's pretty big, so let's continue playing. Just saw the revered augments of the new expansion. Some seem really good. There's one with like flat percentage health, percentage armor. I didn't check them out yet. I want to reach like revered with one of them. I think Solel is the one that we're gonna pick up because like it's the fire guy apparently. Let's see if I can stand here. Yeah, apparently I can hide the loot, can't see shit. Nice. But you can see the scrap. Probably also like revered with these guys now. Hey, look at this one. The conversion is a little bit low. Yo, what's up, Manuel? I'm doing good, man. How about you? Doing very good. Thank you. Shishi saying, as far as I can tell, enemies have loot fire resistance towards like end of expansion. It's kind of difficult to do fire damage. Yeah, I think it's going to be that's going to be the case. Some of the bosses, like I don't necessarily think like trash is going to be like every problem, but I think some of the bosses are going to be very difficult for me. That's going to be my guess. We'll see. We're definitely going through that shit today. There's actually not so much left to do, so. Yo, Manuel, I found 2 upgrades already today. We found the Blaze Heart. Apparently it is pretty good for my build. And according to that, like I changed my Righteous Fervor into Fire Strike now. And I found a new shield also from this area. That gives me like 1000 more HP, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty lucky already, you know? What's your goal for the endgame? The shield throw like full retaliation or spin? This is going to stay, like, as long as it can deal damage, and it looks like it could. I think more about like the damage. I think I want to be a little bit more tankier so that like I can utilize every single spell and deal more damage in melee range. So, like if anything, I'll try to make this character tankier than more DPS. But no, this is not going to be a spin to win character. This is like, what you're watching is pretty much like our goal. Just trying to like, you know, have better items on it. Most likely like our next character is going to be spin to win. Not only a lot of people are asking for it, but at the same time I'm really curious about like Whirlwind as well, so. I did use some items that I found on my Spellbreaker manual. I did use some items. I actually don't even know which ones they are. Maybe like the shoulder, I want to say. I'm actually not sure. Oh, the Lifegiver Signet I think was from my Spellbreaker as well, right? But to be honest with you, like we have been ridiculously lucky with this character, finding items that is. Excuse me. And I found like some crazy upgrades for this character. Like it never happens. You know, you usually find like really good items, but like they go to stash, you know? Just like today, like we find a Mind Warp. It goes to the stash, and that is only normal in Grimdom because there's so many legendaries available. But I'm looking at this guy like, I don't know, like this thing, like that thing, my helm, the Blaze Heart now, like this row over here. He found it, you know? Like, what the fuck? And we are not even done with the campaign, so... Without farming. Thank you, Clara. What's your ability on the second button? It is the mobility component. And it's the Shadow Strike. It also reduces the target's damage by 10%. For 3 seconds, I believe. This guy is going to drop me a cluster. Never mind. Leveling a spin character myself, only 90. I have a dog shit weapon, but damage seems decent. Lacks a bit of like tankiness. We'll need to like see how it performs in ultimate. Wait, you're level 90 and you're not in ultimate yet? You might be a little too strong for the place where, like, that you're in. That might also be the case. When did you hit level 100? I think it was yesterday sometime. Not really sure, Manu. Manual 17 hours, Manual. Exactly 17 hours to level 100. What do you think? For the amount of, like, slack that I have done, I think it was okay, no? Like... I think it turned out to be fine. Oof, this guy. Please. No, with the pot, with the pot. I think usually, like, I'm able to do it like 12 hours or something, but those are characters that I'm like very used to, you know. I can level up the spells and the constellations on the go. Like, I don't necessarily need to like craft so much for the itemization or like the spells. Definitely not, you know. I think that the difference is coming from that basically. But one thing that I can tell is that, like, jumping after finishing, like, normal jumping into ultimate is a thing now, in my opinion. It's very, very possible. Very cool. Let's drop a portal here. If you guys can hit second up. Not sure. Hog's Time Over is saying, hey, I'm started this game. What level does the legendary set items start dropping? The first legendary starts, like, can start dropping around level 50. Like, the lowest level is 50 for the legendaries. And then they continue scaling, like 58, 65, 75, 84, 94. Maybe not 65. I'm not sure. Yeah, I said 84. How did you use your attribute points? All physique? Usually all physique is a little bit better, yes. I had to spend time, like, recently I had to spend some, like, cunning and spirit to be able to, like, wear items. Because they require, like, some minimum. Like, other than that, I usually just, like, put everything into physique. Probably what you should do too. This Myrmidon might turn out to be annoying. Let's just kill him here. Welcome, dude. Yo, what's up, Koa? A Dark Blaze ammo belt. Too bad it doesn't give like +1 to everything in Oathkeeper. I would have definitely used this. Don't want to drop the pluses on my belt. I really want to like find a fire belt that is giving Oathkeeper pluses. That's what I want right now. That would be a pretty big upgrade for us. Because my belt is just giving Oathkeeper pluses, nothing else pretty much. We ended up finding like one more of these. I don't think it is better than mine. Cunning and spirits add health now though, right? Yes. Like if you would like to like discuss that, it's more of like a buff to some of the masteries that are like more heavy on the side of like cunning and spirits, yeah. Something like, you know, Nightblade, Occultist, Arcanist, Inquisitor, those stuff are like a little bit beefier now, thanks to the mastery gain. Obviously like you know, spending your attribute points is not necessarily the only way to like gain those stats, right? Like mastery is a very big portion. So on top of everything, like some of the devotions are a little bit better too, like, you know, passive buff to them. Really good, but still, I think like when it comes to manual distribution, physique is probably just like outweighing the other two. I actually like made a video about this yesterday. It's like 5 minutes, just said exactly the same thing that I said now. Would like to check it out, it's on the YouTube. So happy it is the weekend. How was your birthday? It was nice. It was nice, thank you. Just chilled out after the stream, didn't really do much. And need to like open the chest, don't forget about that. I could also check out like the reputation vendor here. If there's anything cool. Now that we've revealed with them. Let's see. So we have like a couple of shields, in fact. Physical resistance a little bit less. Defensive ability. Fire burn about the same. Yeah, this is not gonna happen. What about this one? Cunning. I'll say it's about the same still. I definitely value the HP on mine better. I don't know if I'm keeping this. Why not? Let's keep that. Maybe we're gonna play like another Shieldbreaker? Who knows? Shieldbreaker with like the Infernal Brimstone might be an option, right? Fire damage to cold damage conversion. 30% in fact. Sell it, I think there's no space. Right, so what do you have for me? This is very interesting. Elemental damage and higher HP instead of offensive ability. Elemental damage, defensive ability, and energy regeneration. Fire burn HP. 50-50. So, we are gaining 50 burn and more HP instead of offensive ability. I really dislike my offensive ability. I wish there was a component that was giving that like 75 offensive ability, you know what I mean? You could actually like check it from the Grim Tools later on. No, I don't like these guys. We could buy a couple of these and like let them sit in the bank just in case. Pierce and Aether. Vitality and Bleed. Alright. Do you suggest doing Forgotten Gods content straight after Act 1? That's kind of up to you, I think. Like, if you care about story so much, then you probably could finish at the very least, like, the vanilla content, you know, Kill Logarian. If you want to check out the new content, yeah, you can start it. I don't know. Don't necessarily know, like, the pros and cons about that yet. So, can't say for sure. Couldn't go through. I want to like charge the right side, take them all this side. There we go. Alright, here we go. Hopefully there's not going to be an arcane one. I hate this pack. Electrified? One more pack. Damn. It's an arcane. He used it. Alright, we good. Actually drops a tainted brain matter for me too. Lovely. I kind of wish arcane wasn't a thing. Somebody told me like arcane monsters still a thing in Forgotten Gods content as well. Did you guys see any arcane monsters in the Act 7? We can open the chest now, I think. No? Has a saying no. I really hope it's not going to be a thing there. The Crimson Spike. It's like a bleed vitated dagger, I want to say. Yeah, for level 84. Don't really see myself using this, but it's a new item, I guess. Let's put it. Yo, I'm gonna need to take a short break. See you really soon, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Manu was saying, I died in Shattered Realm due to like 3 arcane monsters in Shard 5. What? How's it going, dudes? Let's go kill Theoden. Naomi's like, I killed Warden on Ultimate. GG. Whale Steely. Hey guys, started playing the game yesterday. Welcome to the game. Let us know how's your journey going, dude. Haha. What's up, Melvin? Shit, man, our new shield is not looking the same way as our old one, so we're gonna need to, I guess, modify the looks on that one. Maybe we could actually, like, make it look like something else. It would be... I think there's a shield that I really like the looks, but it looks like a round shield, you know what I mean? That's not gonna look so well with the weapon. See if he's saying, hey mate, I switched off the DK because of the main skill sucks for clearing, playing Gunslinger now. I see. Right, good luck with the Gunslinger. Yeah, you usually level up at Force Wave or something when you're playing. You can also like level up in Necromancer, Skeletons and stuff, you know what I mean? The DK becomes a DK when you get like the Craig set farmed up, and then you have like a good weapon also, a full set, you know? That is when it starts shining. Otherwise, like leveling up with Cadence, ugh, it's a little bit too much of a grind. It is definitely doable, and it's not so bad on single target actually. But if you're gonna, like, if you're obsessed with clearing your screen, then Cadence is obviously like kind of like a single target, depending on procs. It's gonna take you longer. You want a lot better AoE while leveling, if possible. I'm gonna go this way. Yo, every single one of them is leveling decently. I'm not gonna give you a build suggestion, but what I'm gonna tell you is that, like, try to check out the spells, which mastery you select, whichever mastery you select, okay? Try to check out the spells, pick one, and support it as much as you can. Not only, like, putting points, so, like, make it your main ability, you know what I mean? And obviously it is better, as I just said, if it's an AoE spell. Because, like, you kind of want to, like, kill the packs as fast as possible. So, on top of, like, putting points into it as best as possible, support it with, like, damage types as well. Like, if it's a physical spell, then try to get as much physical damage. Like, a good weapon, you know what I mean? So, that's what I'm gonna suggest to you. And don't forget, like, you can always respec from these things. Like, there's a Spirit Guide in Devil's Crossing the first town that you start, so it's very easy to respec in this game. From beta, is Blade Master any good? Yeah, it is. Definitely is. Maybe a little bit like shakier start at the very start, but once you have like attack speed and all those procs coming together, I think it's very strong actually. Because of the nature of the character, obviously it is very item dependent at the very end, because like some monsters are crazy offensive in this game. And Blade Master only deals damage when it's in melee range, so... Let's see how this goes. Nice! Such a surprise, I managed to dodge a meteor. That is very surprising, in fact. Uh-oh. This guy is very tanky to me. There's going to be a devotion shrine right outside, guys. Maybe it's gonna drop a legendary. Let's just go do it. I think we can tank it all. Okay. Dude, there's an arcane here, man. I've seen this before. Don't do this to me. Is that double arcane? I'm so scared right now. Okay. You fucking die now. Nice. One of them was like electrified, I think, right? It was very much looking like a arcane monster himself. So scary, man. Whew, double mythical spell drinker and a Shieldbreaker. Unfortunately, we have both of those items, if I'm not mistaken. But Spellbreaker, maybe we can like dual wield at some point. Shieldbreaker, I'm gonna destroy. Whichever one is the inferior one, I think. It's a shield, right? Yeah. Our President of the Galaxy is there. With the Prime sub. Yo, how's it going, President of the Galaxy? Thank you very much for that, dude. Welcome to the Lurker Lounge, dude. Council. Also, thanks for the follows, bros. Justaco saying, which class would you suggest? I mean, if you like, do you enjoy playing something like a Blade Master, or like if you really enjoy playing Blade Master from back in the day, check out Inquisitor plus Nightblade. I think it's called Infiltrator if I'm not mistaken, and it is very fun to play. Could actually get deceptively tanky too if you know what you're doing with your build, but it's pretty tricky to build up. If you know what you're doing, you can get very, very tanky. President of the Galaxy saying, playing since 2 days and found your YouTube guides most helpful. I still have a gazillion questions, but I'm getting there. Feel free to ask every now and then. Sneaky questions every now and then. Yeah, chances are, like, even if I like don't see your message, somebody else will hook you up. Welcome to the stream also, bro. Congrats, Kevin. Oh yeah, we're gonna have one more skill point from like the other U quest, aren't we? Forgot about that. So guys, we killed Theoden. We killed the triple mage. We kill Sentinel, we do the other U, and I think we're ready to go for Forgotten Gods afterwards. That should be like a good point in my opinion, to finalize the character and start progressing into Act 7. I am so fucking curious how hard it's going to be. Don't have an arcane, right? Because I didn't pay attention to the monsters, right? This is such a mess right now. I'm gonna need to cluster this. It's just such a mess. Like, I don't even see what is going on. I think we had it, but just in case. I'm okay farming some clusters at some point. We'll see. Guys, Corvan Devotion, nice. If you, what's the Steam achievements, man? If you're new to Grim Dawn, there's an item called this thing, the Aether Cluster, and it's capable of like dropping some certain Aether creatures that you'll find, and it's also capable of like dropping with a low chance from like those Aether crystals on the floor. That's also why like I would kill like every single one of those, or destroy rather, yeah. You can basically like use this, and it's a 8-second duration, 75% damage absorption, so it like blocks 75% of the damage that you take for 8 seconds. It's like a oh shit button basically for literally every single character out there, as long as you have the item. It's very cool. And another suggestion would be like not only to have these, especially if you're a hardcore player, but also always put it on the same button on every single character you play, so that like you'll always have the same button to press when it is that oh shit button, you know what I mean? Or moment. Brain is saying, got this game 2 days ago and I'm loving my necromancy so far. Pets die a lot though, I have to turn off the veteran mode soon, I think. I mean, your pets, they require some health regen. And your pets, they require tiny little bits of like resistances, just like your main character. And often it is the constellations, like the devotions, that are giving these. So check them out. Welcome to the Grim Dawn, dude. They don't really need like maximized resistances, since you can respawn them. But the more you have, the better, obviously. And one more thing, like, instead of closing the veteran, veteran is a good place to like prepare you to the next difficulty, to the elites. So keep that in mind. Warborn chest guard, very good find, very good find. So this is the secondary piece of the Warborn. The visor is craftable if I'm not mistaken, so we are only missing the pauldrons now. This is such a mess. Touch of Purity is something that heals you, isn't it? Yeah. Colossal Defender, 2 of them. We need the defenders. Maybe they're gonna end up being an upgrade, so really need to check those. Interesting, just so you're first leveling the Oathkeeper video. Do you now know where the shield is that you missed in the beginning? Yeah, it is the... What's the name of the cave, man? Fuck. It's right there. It's in Act 1, basically, right outside of, like, Devil's Crossing after the first cave, but... Try to remember the name so that, like, you can Google it. Creeping Pit or something like that. Fuck, I'm very close. It's over there. There's like a quill back, and he's capable of dropping the shield every single time, and the shield is like level 8. So Putrid Den. It might be the Putrid Den. Putrid Den. Let's see. Yeah, it is the Putrid Den. It is the Putrid Den. Check this out. Go Google Putrid Den. And the boss inside there, the Quillback, is going to drop you a level 8 shield. And if you would like to, maybe comment on that video as well about this. And I'll pin you. You're welcome, Angel. I changed the Twitch server that we're using, guys, so we will most likely be having no more issues, hopefully. I hope so. I think it's the Twitch server that is doing this, because my internet is fine right now, so it's just like disconnecting randomly. So for this, and so it's the YouTube as well. I think that I'm going to be uploading this too. So one thing though, I want your opinion on this one. This is not a good one. But I want you to check this out. So on the left side we have 1000 HP, and on the right side we have increased fire and burn, and we have a lot more physical resistance. Actually 11% more physical resistance. Now effective HP is a thing. Like, we are going to be sitting on literally 29% physical resistance. We are going to be a little bit more offensive, obviously, thanks to the fire and the burn multipliers increasing. It's not too much, but it is increasing, nevertheless. What would you do if this was your case? We are also gaining a little bit of like defensibility, but it's okay for now. My defensibility is fine. Pasha is saying you want more physical resistance. I think I'm going to be swapping as well. I feel like it. Feel like it, guys, can somebody like spam my chat? Naomi, can you like caps lock spam refresh? Refresh, man. Yeah, I think we're gonna use the new one. I actually cannot believe we found like 2 upgrades when it comes to this. I missed it. What was the question? Too bad, man. Too bad, dude. Thanks, Naomi. Manu, look at the shield. The right side is the new question. So we are gaining defensibility, more multipliers, and physical resistance instead of raw HP. Very much so. Spell more time. Can I destroy this one? We can actually like compare with the one in the bank. We have looted so many things ever since this Act 6 started. Act 6 is a good place to farm apparently. Like, it is very dense. There's a lot of monsters. Like, I've never thought about this, but this is the case for sure. So do I want to delete this like old shield? This is not a bad one. I probably don't want to delete this, right? We probably want to use this over there. We need to like craft a new... enchanted flint, I guess. The best mod of 2019, yeah, I agree. Enchanted friends. There. So over there, and bam! 29%. We're back to 13,000, but we have 29% physical resistance. And obviously, like, just a tiny little bit more fire and burn multipliers, actually. It's not bad. Let's put this into the bank, simply because I have no room. So we remove the augment on this. Just in case, like, if I feel like we need a lot more HP and I have like enough physical resistance, you have never enough physical resistance, but yeah. I'll put it over here to the shred one, so if we die, it goes away. I kind of want to like compare these 2 shields and delete like one of them. The left one is like more physical resistance, but everything else is worse. I'll take the more physical resistance, in fact. Alright, here we go. We're gonna kill Theoden now. How does the damage feel now? As long as I can stand in melee range, the damage is amazing. At the very least, it's enough versus like almost everything. But like the question starts when they're actually managing to like push me away. Then there's some questionable moments. How am I so overcapped on the white city? This is insane. The shield that we just replaced, you guys, was giving like 60% or something white city. So we were like sitting on 110% overcapped white city resistance. It's funny. Man, I'm so glad I managed to like find shield upgrade. We don't necessarily need to farm. I'm pretty content with the shield that we're playing right now. Satisfied. I think so. Gotta get the fuck out of there, it feels like. It's nice. Save this guy. In fact, I played the entire game just to save this guy. I'm the hero that he needs. Okay, so HP buff. That's one too. And maybe a poison one as well. Do we have like any regen one? Let's pop the regen one as well. Lightning is a little bit questionable. Do we have a lightning by any chance? I'll pop the lightning too. There we go. Maybe there's going to be some sort of like an elemental vulnerability inside, so. Yo, what's up, your dad says? Is it possible to save the crazy guy right behind the door, right before the warden cellar? No. You're talking about the guy inside the room, right? Outside, in Barwich Village. Please, like, leave that guy alone. Don't break the door. Just leave him alone, man. You know, not everyone should be bothered by you. Like, think about it that way, you know? Like, you don't necessarily have that right. So much. Okay. This is the last boss that we need to deal with, most likely, in Act 6. Gotta focus up, man. Sneaky meteors, man. What's that effect? Are we bugged out, or is that effect for like for real? What is this? I've never seen that before. Am I bugged? It's not even a debuff for it. Maybe I changed my like graphic settings or something? Interesting. Oh shit! The backup actually like instantly dies when he dies now. It's pretty cool. Didn't know this. There was like 2 elites with him at the end. We were taking quite a lot of damage from like the, I don't know, orbital stuff. That's how like the projectiles coming out from like the crystals, but otherwise like the fight was very easy. I played it just too safe, even. Could have probably like hugged him almost all the time. Let's see. Mephiston is saying, worthy loot for Ultimate Act 6. Hey man, he's right, okay? I mean, this is some loot as well. Let's see. Mythical Will of Bismael. Yeah, fail. Okay, let's do this quest. Especially while I have the buff, I'll try to like rush this so that we have the potions up. Hopefully. They're Aether as well, so having a frame drops here, crazy. I'm just getting the Sentinels because like they're dropping clusters and we do need clusters. I have only 4 of them remaining. I'm guessing we're gonna need like at the very least 10 of them or something. Then for Guts and Guts content. I don't really remember like if there was anything that was dropping the clusters in Act 7. Actually not sure. The Veil of Bismael was a necklace apparently. Very not interested in the summoner stuff, so. Just a mess. The refrigerator monsters. Potions might run out, yeah I think so too. I'll try and survive without them. Just max greed. Chances are we're gonna end up using quite a lot of potions versus the bosses in Forgotten Gods, so. This guy's the tankiest one up. He's in a good spot, but like he's sitting inside the storm. I don't want to enter there. This is like one of those really, I don't know, classified battles, guys. Like it's very hard to understand what is going on. Do I know the tactics? No, not necessarily. Like there's a lot of stuff to avoid and I'm trying to like avoid them. Don't really know like which one is hitting harder even. This is a very good drop. This is the MI of this boss here. We're really lucky today. It's just amazing, honestly. The crane. But wait a second, it's not even over yet. We're gonna get more. There's a chest somewhere around here, isn't there? No, maybe not. So I think this is Act 6 actually. We are completely done with this. Kind of want to like kill... No, okay, one more thing. We need to do the other U. The other U is going to be the last part of this, basically. So this one gives me a Corvax Brand. This is the one that we found earlier today, isn't it? Was it yesterday that I found one more of this? A very unique lightning, fire, burn, electrocute. Also activates dual wielding weapons. It's going to be a duplicate, like crazy. Okay, we do the other U. Let's take the quest from the Coven. It's gonna give me a skill point, so... We can go from here and kill a couple of monsters that are remaining on this map. Mutagenics. Actually did not see you the first time I was entering here. Right, it's gonna die now. The knockback of the fire strike is actually knocking them off my thermite mine. Mythical Vanguard Star. Yo, what's up, Snow? How's it going, bro? Tech is saying, Sapmala, I got planned dual wield lightning warder with that medal. Wait, what do you say? Warder. Sounds very good, actually. Welcome by the way, Tech. How's it going, dude? I've always like never understood why there's no waypoints here. All this run for nothing. Let's go from the other side. It's not this side, Kappa. Just tiny little bit corridor there that we didn't clear. Going there, you guys. Apparently I almost killed everything. It's funny. Let's get to like 12 out of 12 on the explosive strike. So this was one of the things that we need to do. The other thing that we need to do is like Act 6 is completely done, I think, guys. completely complete. Let's go for the secret path for like the extra attributes and the yeah. Skill points. Over there. What clan to side with the DLC? I mean, it feels like what you're siding is only deciding like what clan you're just boosting the experience, I mean reputation, whatever. Like at the end, the point is to like get revered with almost all of them probably. But that said, like what you could do is just like check out the quartermasters, the augmentations, and see which one is the one that is like boosting the damage of yours, you know? And just side with that all the time. Another option, if you would like to just max out all of them as soon as possible, you could probably just select, you know, a different one every single difficulty. That's where you're going to be like balancing out the reputation that you gain. If you really want to min-max, then you probably need to pick the actual one that you want in Ultimate, so that you gain the maximum reputation. How is this game different than Path of Exile? I cannot decide which one to get into. Path of Exile is much more online and late game oriented with the continuous grind and trade. This one is, even the save files are in your own computer. Like you can compare this one. It's much like different than Path of Exile. I would say you can compare this one like a lot easier to like Diablo 2, Titan Quest, of course, stuff like that. Yeah. Doesn't it bounce? Can I actually like hook these in? No. Immune to knockback. No ancient hearts, feels bad. What's up, Shieldbreaker? Welcome to the stream, dude. Plus one tool skills is crazy in this game, yeah, it is. Definitely is. Especially with some masteries. Not every mastery you end up like taking a lot of different points, but like look at my Oathkeeper tree right now. Like literally almost everything is clicked once. It's just kind of a weird feeling, honestly. Thank you for the follows, guys. Give me that. That too. And where am I going, guys? Actually, like when we manage to kill the Sentinel, we're gonna get like full points into Explosive Strike. Nice back. I wonder if these are like capable of dropping Ancient Hearts. The frogs. Not sure. Resistance. Asia, you might be able to find like a very good sale on the base game of Grim Dawn to check it out, and you can like sink in a couple of hours into it, and then you can decide if you would like to buy the expansions, like especially the Ashes of Malmouth and the Forgotten Gods are adding quite a bit to the base game of Grim Dawn. But you will definitely feel get the feeling of the game like with the base game, you know what I mean? And like, if I'm not mistaken, there's some like crazy sales going on for the base game, so that's why at the very least, like instead of listening to people, you'll get your own experience. Naomi's saying this game is tagged with R on Twitch. Very scary. Spooky game. How did I destroy the wall over there? I was trying to charge into it. Okay. Do I want to try the Mad Queen for you guys? I'm thinking. This game is actually very scary. If you think about it, like my lightning resistance is extremely bad. So when I have the elemental vulnerability just like now, I am very vulnerable to him. Just like now, basically, I need to be very careful when this is happening. Just realized. Can't really like stand in melee range. He jumps, AoEs. I wish I was like able to fix my lightning resistance once and for all somehow. Not sure how. Oh man, it sucks that I couldn't get an Ancient Heart out of these three. God damn it. Possibly saying, it's only ultimate hardcore, what is the worst that can happen? Fly is saying, no repairing before Forgotten Gods. Just don't get close when she's buffed, and you're fine in before blind one shot in Forgotten. No chest, question mark. Sure, I can pick up the chest as well. Yeah, I don't really know like what I think about this. Not sure. Should be able to take him down, but at the same time it's a bit stupid to like go for it. So not sure. Thing is like I think I can take him out, but I don't want to die before checking out the Forgotten Gods in Ultimate, because I know some people have been like waiting for that moment for so long. That is like my only concern here. Right. Okay, we're out of here. That's a nice swing right there that you have. That was a regular fucking swing. That hurts. Oh, it's so bad. So bad. What was her HP? Did anyone pay attention? Did we at least like get her down to like 80% or something? You had her like 90%, I see. Alright. One last target to go before like we're finishing this part actually. Pretty much like finishing everything. Before Forgotten Gods is the Sentinel fight. Let's see how the Sentinel is going to be faring versus me. Sentinel is a pretty tough guy as well. Not as tough as like Mad Queen though. I'm glad I survived that swing because like honestly I don't necessarily mind so much that this character would die because like I have so many ideas in my mind. I'm okay with that, but I really want to like progress inside the as I said multiple times, Forgotten Gods and Ultimate Edit a bit so that like it's for the content, you know? We have only checked it out in like normal difficulty. I would have been sad because of that. That would only delay me further a couple days. So I think like bailing over there is the right call after getting hit. Like, I don't know, 80% of my life, let's say. Stumps is saying, if anyone has the mythical Band of Eternal Horns on softcore, I'm interested in making a trade. It all begins like this, Stumps. Very naive and innocent trade requests. Next thing you know, you have a full legendary character. Don't do it. Say no to the temptation. I have been there. Trust me. I have been there. Don't do it. Ogden Bloom is so hard to find. It's boring to farm. It's not hard to find, but it's boring to farm. Like, if you have a good character, you can keep on farming the Ancient Grow. Just Ancient Grow runs. You're gonna get like a bunch of components, Ogden Bloom, Ancient Hearts, and Legendaries. But yeah, it does require you to have a very good character to you know, make your time worth it. Because dying is definitely not an option in a rogue dungeon. Even in the softcore. The door closes when you die in rogue dungeon in softcore, right? Like, you're done with that run, I think. So, pain and suffering over there as well. That's pretty cool, actually. Corrupted Wrathclaw. Noshka by saying, do you know how often the base game is on sale? I just missed the recent one. You might be able to find it on Humble Bundle. Can you please check it out? I think Humble is giving you, it's a good website. And also, if I'm not mistaken, Humble is giving you a Steam code. Melvin is saying there's a sale on GOG. The only thing about the GOG is that, like, it is completely normal to, you know, want your games on Steam. Because, you know, all of them ends up in the same library, directory, whatever. That's like the only downside about GOG. GOG is very good as well. And there's often more sales on GOG too. This one looks easy for now. For some reason, like, there's no elites, I think. What the hell? This Devotion Shrine was incredibly easy, guys. Don't know why. Mythical Witching Hour. Let's see. This is over. This is over. I'm never, like, getting tired of listening to World of Warcraft soundtrack. It's really funny. Let's listen to Frostpunk. It's very nice. You know, like, how we survived versus the Mad Queen? Like, she's swinged, I think, like, twice or something. Like a double strike attack, sort of. And I was, like, only 15% remaining, and I just, like, TP'd out from there. As I engaged her, as I commit her, I used the Courageous Tincture. That means I have 25% more armor. I'm pretty sure I was dead if it wasn't for this potion. That is how big it is, you guys. Like, if you're going against the boss, especially with a character like this, where, like, your committal is going to be in melee range, every single time play around the Courageous Tincture, and like, you're gonna have 25% more armor. It's just too big. And you can buy this, obviously, from the Homestead Reputation vendor, of course. Yo, what's up, Matt? That's, like, the best for the pet bills? Not sure. Mephisto is saying, make sure that the Mark of Divinity is equipped. We have one in the bank, but, like, Mark of Fool's Ruin is just too big for me. So what is this guy gonna do to me? Not so much. Just in case, let's pop on health pots. Let's pop Aether Resistance Potion against him. Do we use a regeneration one? We use a regeneration one as well. This is a battle to death. Only one of us is gonna come out from this, my dude. You or me. I kind of want to move him. I want his crystal to spawn somewhere stupid. Yeah, there it is. It's not taking any fucking damage from me. Okay. Shit. Don't get Lex in there. Nice. Very nice. Yo, YouTube. This was actually the end of this part, so we managed to finish, like, the entire content leading up to the Forgotten Gods in Ultimate. And this guy over here is gonna give me the last skill point that I'm missing from this content also. And that's gonna go into the Explosive Strike. I think this was, like, a very, very nice part. I think there was, like, a lot of breaks in between where we had to, like, optimize the character one more time, and there's some, like, interruptions with like, the connection and stuff. Sorry for that, but thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one, and the next one is the hyped one. Forgotten Gods.